welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Orlando City career, where today is going to be the last episode for the regular season in season number 3. So we're still chasing that supporter shield. We're actually in the pole position right now. We're in control of our own destiny at this point. We're 6 points clear in the east of Columbus, 5 points clear of RSL in the west. So if we just pick up some points here, we should be okay. And our schedule to start out with is not that bad. The rest of the schedule looks like this. We start out with a league game against last place DC United, and then we play the US Open Cup final against DC United, and then we play Montreal, who is in 9th place in the East, so the schedule's looking good so far. Then the last 2 games of the season are against 2nd place Columbus, and then 4th place New York. So those are 2 tough games to end the season, but at that point, it might not matter. If we can pick up the points against DC and Montreal, which will both be simulations, I know, it's going to be risky, but they're both going to be simulations. If we can pick up those points, we might be able to clinch this thing before we hit Columbus and New York. So let's get in here. First game simulated against DC United, then we'll play the US Open Cup final. All right, so here we go against DC United. I've gone with the first choice starting 11 here, despite the US Open Cup final being in just 4 days against this same team. But I believe in myself to get it done with the reserves if need be in the US Open Cup final. So I want these points here. We get the 3 points. But that was the risk. Cameron Carter-Vickers goes down with an injury. Please don't let this be a big one. All right, so it turns out to be not too bad. It's just 7 days with a bruised leg for Cameron Carter-Vickers. So he'll miss the cup final, which I was probably going to hold him out of anyway. And then that home match against Montreal coming up in about a week. So he'll be back after that. Not too worried about it. It was worth the risk. We needed those points, and I had to play the first team. All right, it is US Open Cup final time now, and once again we are playing DC United. It's the first time I've been able to play them this season, so it should be pretty interesting. We're down a little bit fitness-wise, and I've had to make a couple of changes. Obviously, Cameron Carter-Vickers because of the injury, and then Kaká and Gerard because they're old and they don't have the stamina to play again 4 days later. So we had to change them out, but other than that, first choice starting 11. We've got the better team for sure. DC still in last place in the Eastern Conference. We should win this game. All right, here we go. Kickoff against DC United, and they definitely have their first choice starting 11 in there. They got that Drogba regen in there, up top with Espindola in a flat 4-4-2 formation, and that was a shit pass. We got to do better than that, but either way, I still think we're the better team. I mean, we definitely are the better team. We should win this game. Good tackle from Pulisic. Christo gets around 1. Ball rolls. Hold it up. Wait for Pulisic. There we go. Pulisic cut it back. Beautiful. Christo in there. Beautiful play. Christo middle it. Christo, the pass was so bad. It was perfect team play until Christo blew the pass. All right. We got a free kick. 46 yards out. Ben Swanson's on it. We're just going to, I think we're just going to flick this thing in there. Let's just put it in the box. That's not a bad one. That's actually really nice. Christo hits the header wide. That was a great play, though. Oh, they kind of caught us out here on a counterattack. Marcelo in there. Acosta coming back gets in the way. And then Pulisic just let Franklin have that ball. I don't know what happened there, but Franklin had an open shot and he absolutely blew it. Here comes United. Here comes DC again on a counterattack. This is really the only way they've gotten attacks thus far. Have been on counters, but now we have a counterattack of our own. I see Laren going through, and that was an interesting choice, but Christo nicks it off of him. Christo with the shot. Saved from Dijkstra. Very nearly a mistake from United right there. Almost cost them. Here comes DC United again on a counterattack. This is like the... What a save from Villafania! I thought for sure it was a goal. They had 2 people through on goal. I have no idea where our defense went right there. They just let both of them run. And now Christo's offsides. What was our defense doing? That was atrocious. There is the whistle for halftime. Some good chances for both teams. DC obviously had the easiest one right in front of goal. Well, Villafania came up huge, and it's still deadlocked 0-0 at halftime. Oh, boy. Oh, my defense. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm screwing this up. I'm screwing this up. Marcelo with an awful shot. Woo, that was scary. We're not marking well in the box today. We are just all over the place defensively. All right, we got 30 minutes left, and we're going to go ahead and make our changes. We're moving Gonzalez over to the right. Zagnini is coming out. Kaká is coming back in. We're actually going to bring in Ariyibi for Pulisic as well because Pulisic's looking a little bit tired. And we're going to save the rest of the changes, the one last change, in case we go to extra time once again in this tournament. Would it be that surprising if that were to happen? Ariyibi? Ariyibi use your pace? He does. He uses his pace and he gets around. Ariyibi is through. Can we find Kaká or Laren or somebody in the box? There he is. Kyle Laren finished. Kyle Laren scores. There it is. 10 minutes left in this game. Kyle Aaron gets on the board. I've been complaining that he's been a little bit off lately, but he comes through when we need it most. Great play from Aribi up the wing. And not the best finish from Kyle Aaron, I'll be honest. It was a bit shaky again, but he got the job done. It was a good, solid play. Not a good pass either. I guess I could blame it on the pass from Aribi. If he'd have put it on him like he should have, it would have been better. But, whew, that actually went through the goalkeeper's legs. All right, better lucky than good, I guess. I'll take it 1-0 over DC. All right, maybe one more attack for DC United. Nope, it gets deflected. Ramos now clear it up the field. There it is. Game over. Another trophy for this team. A 1-0 victory. We didn't win any game in the U.S. Open Cup this season by more than 1 goal, and one time we went to penalties. It's been a mad U.S. Open Cup tournament this season. It was absolutely insane. I have no idea how we came out on top in every single game. Alright, so right after that game, after giving Seb Hines the start in the US Open Cup final, he's come back and says that I shouldn't not select him. I can still select him, and he might still stay at the team. He's not sure, so he's kind of wavering. We might still be able to have Seb Hines next season, so we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we're up to the next game, and it's at home against Montreal. Had to rotate the lineup a little bit again. It's just a lot of games in short time spans, so some of the players were kind of tired. We're getting some other players in there. Shea at left back. Higuita in there for Acosta. Laren's already scored again. 3 points, 3-0 win. Laren, Pulisic, and Gerard score. Huge win. That might have just clinched us the supporter shield right there. Alright, so as things stand right now, we need 1 point or an RSL loss, and we have clinched the supporter shield. So we're at home against Columbus. We've got our first choice starting 11 back in there. I keep kind of flip-flopping between Aribi and Cristo as the player I want to start on the wings. I'm not sure. Honestly, I really don't know. Today, Aribi's going to get the start. Cristo will be on the bench. And also, we have Jamie McLaren back. He'll be on the bench as well. He has 1 day left on his injury, but I'm probably going to give him some run out there as well. His fitness is all the way up. He just has that little band-aid on him. So I'll probably give him some time at the end of the game for Kaká or Laren, either way. But we need 1 point, and we've clinched that supporter shield. Let's get it. Alright, here we go. Kickoff against Columbus, and this game is coming after a very long international break, so both teams are at full strength for this one, and I've given the ball away to Finn. Okay, whoa. Let's not do this. Let's stop this attack, please. Okay. Wow, that almost was a disastrous start to the game. Do I want to hit Kaká? I almost thought about going to Kaká. Laren to Kaká. Kaká to Acosta. Kellen Acosta, put it away. What was that save? Jeez. All right, we've got a corner. I can't believe Karlgren actually made that save. That was an insane save. We just want to lay this thing off to Aribi. Have the shot. Karlgren again. This dude's actually just a freak. Like, how is he that good? And I did not mean to pass that ball there. Here comes the overlap from Ramos. Ramos on it. Oh, Ramos, no. Laren. There's a ball. Aribi, lay it off. Here's Acosta. Acosta has the shot off the post. That's the first good look we've gotten today, other than that one that Karlgren saved. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. Karlgren just doesn't look like he's going to let anything in his goal right now. He's like super in form, and we can't beat him. And we even haven't had that many attempts. So it's been a pretty sloppy game this far, but all we need is the points. So, I mean, it's not that bad. Uh-oh. Oh my God, Finley's through. Save Villafaña. That was their first good look of the game. Didn't really come to anything, but it was still pretty decent. Oh, what a ball from Gerard. What a ball from Steven Gerrard, but I have nobody forward right now. Actually, I do, and here comes Aribi squirting through. Aribi, please finish that. Thank you. We've got the goal. It came 73 minutes into the game. That was all set up from a great pass from Steven Gerrard in the midfield. Found Laren. Laren ended up getting the ball to Aribi, or maybe it was back. I don't remember how it got there. I don't really care at this point. This has been a very, very tough match. I am really worried about Columbus in the playoffs at this point. I'm worried about everyone in the playoffs. Suddenly, everyone is playing us very, very tough. Columbus, Toronto, New York. It's been a struggle against all of those teams as of late. So, this playoff race could get, or these playoffs could be very, very interesting this season. Oh, huge play, Ramos. Ramos just swiped that ball. Ramos is actually up. Ramos is all the way through. Come on, Ramos. Someone pull back. Someone pull back. Oh, never mind. It's just Ramos! Ramos, you mad bastard! What a play from our right back! Vincent actually gets by. Vincent, pull it back. There it is! Third goal. Kyle Larin puts the exclamation point on it. What a ball. McLaren, can you win it? No. Oh, but Pulisic does. Pulisic to Larin. Larin to McLaren. McLaren back in there for Larin. Larin to McLaren. McLaren to Larin. Larin scores his second one. We're reaming Columbus now. It's just counterattack after counterattack. They have no chance. It went from a dead even game to 4-0 in 15 minutes. This has been a disaster for Columbus at the end of this game. They're trying. They have to try. I mean, they're only a couple points clear of third place now. So they have to try to get something from this. But at some point, you just kind of got to just pull back and let it go. They need to let it go. McLaren, can you run backside? Yeah, pull off the back shoulder. McLaren, can you score it? Karlgren makes this save. It was almost 5-0. I mean, we're hitting him so quickly. Somehow, I just think this is going to go in. Let's just put this ball in the box. That was easy. What the heck was that header? That was so bad. McLaren had a wide open header in there. How did he blow that so badly? But either way, that's the final whistle. 4-0 over Columbus at home. I will take it. That's a good way to put the exclamation point on the season. We have one game left. It's going to be a simulation because it doesn't matter at this point. And we're going to use all reserves. We're going to save our starters. Get ready for the playoffs. All right, so the last game of the season now. And it means absolutely nothing to us, but it means a lot to New York, okay? We're on the road in New York for this game. They're sitting in 4th place. In the playoffs, 4th and 5th places have to play each other to get into the next round, to get into the quarterfinals where they would play us. They probably don't want to play that play-in game. To be honest, New York's the one team I don't want to play either. So if we let them win this game, I'm not saying we will, but we have a full reserve lineup in there, so it's probably likely that we're going to lose. But if they do lose and they move up to 3rd place, probably best case scenario for us, we lose. All right, Roldan actually scores a goal. Hey, nice job, Roldan. That might be his first one for the team. But yeah, we lose the game. Let's see what the standings look like. All right, so here are the final regular season standings for season number 3. We, of course, finish atop the table, 10 points clear, as it turns out, of Columbus in 2nd place. Toronto did manage to hang on to that 3rd spot. They also won on the final day of the season. New York, even with the win, couldn't move up, so they'll play Chicago in the play-in game to play us in the quarterfinal. In the Western Conference, it's RSL finishing on top. LA Galaxy finishes 2nd, but they also sold Gio Dos Santos and Steven Gerrard. They're 2 of their best players in the summer, so I don't know how good they're going to be in the playoffs. Honestly, they kind of just made it through kind of the rest of the season, so I'm not really sure how good they're going to be. Vancouver finishes 3rd. Portland and Houston will have the play-in game to face RSL. And now the quarterfinal is set. The play-in games have taken place, and Chicago knocks out New York. Thankfully, I really did not want to have to play New York, but it just dawned on me just now that Chicago made the playoffs. We're playing Chicago. I don't think I've played Chicago this entire series. They're very much an unknown quantity. I don't even know what that team looks like. And furthermore, we lost 2 games in simulations in a row this season to Chicago. That could be a problem, actually. Now that I think about it, I might have wanted to play New York. At least I knew what to expect from New York. I have no idea what that Chicago roster even looks like, but either way, we have Chicago in the quarterfinal. Columbus will take on Toronto. Portland makes it through to take on RSL, and a series that always happens in this career, LA and Vancouver will go at it one more time. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you are looking forward to the playoffs starting next time, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back for some more Orlando City career. See ya.